Hey there, Harris County. This is Paul Winsky with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, your commercial horticulture agent. And as you can see over my shoulder, I'm out here today at the Genoa Red Bluff GFG garden that is maintained by the Master Gardeners. It is located at 1210 Genoa Red Bluff Road. And I'm going to take you through some of the trials and some of the demonstration gardens to see what the early spring material is looking like. It's been a great season. We've got a lot to look at. So sit tight and we'll take a look and see what's going on in the garden. Our first stop is going to be this beautiful perennial. This is, as the sign says, Salvia Mystic Spires Blue. You can see this has been in the garden for several years, and just look at the flower production on that. And this is about the height, about 2.5, 3 feet tops when it's in bloom. I always recommend shearing it after it's done blooming, so it will continue to bloom throughout the season. But look at the bees. Let me get in here. And the bees are just working these flowers, so it is just non-stop pollen producer. They love it. And this plant just continues to perform extremely well for us. This has been, as I said, at least 3 to 4 years in the landscape, but you can see the flower production on that. Our next plant, which I'm really excited about, this is a Digitalis. Now, in the past, Digitalis has not done very well for us because we don't always get a good vernalization, a good cold treatment in order for them to bloom. But this is Digitalis Panther. I saw this out at the California summer trials last year, and this is a no chill or no vernalization, so it doesn't need a cold treatment. So these plants were started from seed, and you can see the flower production on them. And so far so good. I'm really impressed with it. So we will see how well it performs throughout the growing season. And planted on either side of it, it's now in bloom. Look at that sea of golden, lemony. This is color. This is Sedum, lemon coral. Again, this is another one that's been in bloom, or it's been in the garden for several years. You can see it now is in flower, and it is just vivid. It's an excellent ground cover. It does extremely well for us down here. Definitely, you know, it's full sun. You can run it on the dry side. So if you're looking for a very good ground cover, this one does well. And I like the way what the Master Gardeners have done here with regard to, they've got a sort of a parting of the waves there, parting of the lemon, the Sedum ocean there, and they've got that Digitalis Panther in there. So it adds some height and it adds some really nice color contrast. On the end of this bed, we've got some Dianthus. This is Dianthus Dash White. This is a Barbados. And if you remember, Barbados is the Sweet William type. So it's got a nice fragrance. It probably tops out at about 12 to maybe 15 inches in height. This is the white variety, but very good flower production. This is one that you would probably have to deadhead. We can see some spent heads in through there, but just that color, just extremely very good, very clear, very vivid. It pops, and it has been doing a nice job. These plants went in probably the beginning of February, so they've been in for a while. Some of them are looking a little bit rougher towards the end, but I think this Dianthus will hold up throughout the entire season. Right next to it, this one is relatively new. This is an All-American selection. This is Verbena, Beets Purple and White. And this is very short, very compact, very tight grower. And so this is relatively new in A to the market, and B in the garden, but you can see that tight growth, tight habit that it has, and those bicolor flowers, which is also very nice. So I'm excited to see how this is going to perform for us throughout the season. Now this is one of the petunias. Everyone's probably aware of the wave petunias, and on the production side they now have what they call the E3. And this is more for the growers. It needs less light or shorter day length in order for it to bloom. So for early crops, it works extremely well. But this color here, this is sky blue, and you can see nice habit, very uniform, very clean colors in there, and it does a very nice job. We had several other colors. We had coral, white, we had blue, and pink Cosmo. But they all very uniform in their habit, very uniform in their growth, and uniform in their in holding their color throughout the growing season. The interesting thing is, you know, I'm out here and we just had that heavy rainstorm, and these flowers have popped back pretty quickly. Some petunias, they when they get a heavy rainstorm, they don't perform extremely well, and this one seems to be bouncing back in pretty good shape. So again, that is Easy Wave, and that is Sky Blue. And we have another salvia in here. This is Salvia Big Blue. Can you see that signing through there? The plant is growing through it. This is another one. Much, I guess, a little bit more purple. You may be thinking I'm showing you the same plant that we looked at with regard to Mystic Spires, but Mystic Spires, if I lift up, is back there in the background. This is Big Blue. This is an interspecific, so there's two different species in order to make it. But again, lots of flower spikes on it, lots of bees working it. So if you want to bring those pollinators in, you want to bring beneficial insects in, these are the type of plants you need to have throughout the garden. This is from seed, and it has perennialized for us, and it is performing extremely well. You can see it is a big grower. It's going to get taller. I would say this one's probably closer to 4 feet. Let's see, I think we've even got a bumblebee here working the flowers, which is very cool to see. But very nice production, real good landscape plant, hardy, makes it through the heat of the summer, and looking now really good early in the season. So again, that is Salvia Big Blue. Now here's another Dianthus. This is Dianthus Amazon Neon Duo. This is an interspecific, so this has some Barbados, and it has another species. Do not know what species it is, since the breeders hold that information to themselves. But you can see the color on this, the flower production. It does need to be deadheaded. So if you look down in through there, you can see there's quite a bit of spent heads, which should be cleaned up, but very thick and very sturdy stems. So this plant just will continue to bloom even through the heat of the summer. I've always been amazed at how these Amazons do. There's Amazon Neon Duo, there's also Cherry, and there's also Purple. So the Duo is two colors combined, then you've got Cherry by itself, and then you've got the Purple, and you can get a little bit idea of what the Purple looks like on the side here. You can see the difference in color between the two. But this is Amazon Neon Duo. In the landscape, probably about 12 to 14 inches tall with those flowers. Great cut flower also, and definitely does bring the pollinators in. All right, here's a great looking Lucanthemum. Let me pan back here a little bit. This is Lucanthemum White Lion. So this is a perennial. It's got that great daisy-like flower production on it. You can see here it's probably about 1 foot tall, but look at the flower production on this. And again, a great day to be out here because the pollinators and the beneficials are out there just feeding away, doing an excellent job. But look at how nice and tight and neat this is. We can turn around and use these as cut flowers if we wanted to. But it just gives you, this plant screams spring with those daisy-like flowers. So this is Lucanthemum White Lion. Now here's a little added bonus. This is our strawberry trial. So as you can see, we have the one bed right in front of us. Doesn't have any hoops over it. And then these other two beds, you can see their hoops. These are called low tunnels, and one was covered with plastic. The other one through the winter was covered with the frost cloth. And so these plants went into the ground in October. The 2 treatments were covered in December. And then we pulled the blankets and the covering off about mid-March, after the last chance of freeze. And so right now we're in the process of harvesting to see if these treatments had any influence on production, if we see any difference in quality of plants, any disease issues, things like that. So here's our control. Let me get down in there. You can see, I'm just going to walk through here and you'll be able to see the berry production. So we use that plastic mulch. Helps keeps those berries a little bit cleaner, but the plants themselves look great. I can see quite a bit of flower production on them, and so these things are looking good. Let me scan over here to one of the treatments, and again you can see the berries. So they'll probably be out here maybe over the weekend to get these berries. What we did was, this is a data logger. So when we started the trial, each of the treatments had a data logger, so we can see how the temperatures were affected to those that were covered, and the ones that were the bed that was left uncovered, to see how that temperature may have influenced. But overall, this has been a really fun project. Again, the Master Gardeners have done an extremely good job with these trials, and they really make my job easier as we get things moving along, not only on the flower side but also with vegetables. So I hope you enjoyed this tour. Again, none of this would be possible without the volunteers, and those volunteers are the Master Gardeners. This team down here does an extremely good job, whether we're looking at flower trials, whether we're looking at the vegetables. They do an excellent job. They collect the data, they make sure that they're planted on time, that they are seed is prepared, beds are prepared, you name it. They're out here tirelessly making sure things look great. So again, if you have a chance, come on down, Genoa Friendship Garden in the Precinct 2 section of Harris County. My name's Paul Winsky, and I'm with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension here in Harris County. And remember, Harris County, keep gardening. Thanks and have a great day.